Girl.
I'm currently in $50,840 worth of consumer
This is probably going to be shocking to like a lot of people, but I started off my TikTok
that's why
journey
I'm creating
last
this
year
page.
with
I know there's
$70,000+
plenty of other people
financially not doing
and I think I'm finally ready to talk about it, even though like
I bet there's somebody behind that log. I just have a feeling. I just have a feeling.
Get this, the average adult American can correctly answer about half of the basic personal finance questions, a literal coin flip. The score hasn't improved since 2017, nearly a decade, literally zero progress. We didn't get smarter about money, the money just got more complicated and we stayed exactly the same. And the closer you look, the worse it gets. In a FINRA study of over 25,000 adults, only 27% could answer 5 out of the 7 basic money questions correctly. Not advanced stuff. Things like, what does inflation do to your savings? And is a simple stock riskier than a mutual fund? And this isn't just America. In the UK, only 23% of adults passed a recent financial literacy test, down from 49% the year before. Globally, only about a third of the adults are considered financially literate at all. The single weakest area everywhere is understanding risk, which is ultimately what is losing everyone's money, not knowing how to manage risk. And also in the future, I will be doing a video about proper risk management. Now, why is this all happening? My simple explanation is because humans are extremely primitive. 54% of people say they're knowledgeable about their own finances. The tests say otherwise. It's the classic Dunning-Kruger effect, but with your bank account. The one piece of good news, when actually asked to grade themselves, 47% of Americans gave their own money skills a C or worse. So the self-awareness is slowly catching up to reality, but definitely not quick enough. Now, why does financial literacy actually matter, apart from the obvious? The National Financial Educators Council estimates financial illiteracy costs the average person around $948 a year, and the country over $246 billion every single year. That's overdraft fees, high interest credit card debt, payday loans, missed payments, a damaged credit score, undersaving, the employer match no body claims, and fund fees eating into your returns, all compounding quietly in the background. And the people at the very bottom with the lowest literacy levels are more than 4 times as likely to struggle to make ends meet and 5 times more likely to not even have 1 month of emergency savings. And 69% of people now saying money stress is actively making them anxious or depressed. Yikes. And one of the sadder parts of all of this is my generation, Gen Z, is the lowest scoring group. 18 to 29-year-olds averaged just 38% correct. And where that group is learning about money, 34% of them learn personal finance from TikTok. Can we just sit with that for a second? The least financially literate generation in the data is being taught by an algorithm that rewards confidence over accuracy. Same feeds stuffed with crypto influencers and people selling $2,000 wealth courses. The blind ain't just leading the blind, they're being monetized by them. Now, you might be wondering, how did we get here? To put it simply, nobody taught us financial literacy. Only 45% of American high schoolers took the personal finance class in 2025. Meanwhile, 82% of adults say they wish a class like that had been required. We make teenagers memorize the quadratic formula, which most will never touch again, and then release them into a world of compound interest credit cards and retirement accounts with basically nothing. It is getting better. 32 states now require some personal finance education, but it's late and very patchy. Here's the thing, and it's the only genuinely good news in this video. The stuff that actually matters is not hard. You do not need a finance degree. The fundamentals fit on an index card. Spend less than you earn, avoid high interest debt, understand that compounding works either for the bank or for you. Diversify. and assume anyone promising guaranteed returns is lying. That's most of it. You do not have to be a genius to clear the bar. The system is not going to teach you this, which is, depressingly, the entire reason channels like this even have to exist. So, learn the boring stuff. It is the highest return investment you'll ever make, and it's free. Bye-bye.